Well, here we are, 9 months post FUE hair transplant surgery in Brazil, and I wanted to start this video off outside, in the natural light, with my hair styled up like this, for two reasons in particular. The first one, so that you can see my hairline that was created at the surgery in May 2021. And the second reason, which is why I think a lot of you watch my videos, is to see the density level, particularly in my hairline and the rest of the hair transplant for that matter. And you can probably see that in the natural light, yeah, it's not that great. It's a little bit see-through. So if you have thin hair, be it blonde, brown, or black, I think my journey can help you manage your expectations about how dense your hair transplant might look. Even though we all want a rainforest to be flourishing up there, it's probably not gonna happen unless you have like amazing donor area and your doctor is able to like get amazing results for you. Yeah, but I think managing your expectations about how dense your hair is going to look will not lead you to be disappointed in your results. I mean, I'm not disappointed in these results. I would definitely take this hairline compared to what I looked like before any day of the week. And also another thing that I think contributes to it looking so thin outside is the natural light. So I'm going to take you inside into a darker space, and we're going to compare what it looks like outside styled up like this in the natural light where the sun is like shining through, even though it's not really sunny today, compared to a darker room where I think we're going to get a little bit of a different perspective on how thick it actually looks. So let's go and check that out. I mean, seriously, look, it looks like a completely different hairline, and all I've done is just come inside. I've opened a window up slightly behind the camera, and obviously the lights are not on in this room, but as you can tell, it looks completely different to what it did outside. Shook? Not really. So I guess the lesson learned is probably this hairstyle up like that doesn't work for me at this stage. So I think it's time to take a shower, dry my hair, and, you know, put some style into it, and I'll see you in just a minute. So I'm back outside because we love it outside, and I'm gonna get up close now just to show you how it's been progressing, and I think, like, as I said earlier, the natural light is going to help. In terms of taking a shower and washing my hair, I wash my hair probably every third day, and the reason I do that is because it's better for your hair than washing it every day. You don't need me to tell you that. And also it goes really like fluffy when I wash it, particularly this area, which is on the right side of me. This area in particular goes really fluffy. And when I get out the shower and when my hair is wet, it's like the best time to try and style it, in my opinion. So, which is why I dry it and I kind of like use this brush to brush it down. Like, I've got hair for the first time ever in my life, and all I've known is like this look across my face. I actually don't really know how to style it. And as we saw earlier, the up look just doesn't work outside at the moment. So I'm kind of like waiting for it to get a little bit longer to push it across. And the only time I've ever had a haircut, like for this transplanted area and like the top in general, was when my mum cut it back. I think it was the 3-month update. I'll take a look and I'll show you what it was like when she was cutting my hair. But anyway, so yeah, still don't really know how to style it, but whatever. I'm gonna use the brush, we're gonna get close, and I'm gonna show you some videos so that you can compare the progress, because if you've had a hair transplant and you're up to like month 3 or 4, you're probably thinking, when is my hair gonna grow? But just patience. It's a process. I'm on month 9 and I still want it to be a little bit longer. So yeah, just live with it and go with the process, because it's a long one. All right, let's do some brushing. And that's what it looks like if I brush it. So it looks kind of long at the moment, but you know, as you can see, if I brush through, density levels, thin hair, I mean, I like it for the hair transplant, but you know, you might not be satisfied if you're looking for a rainforest. Maybe you've got more donor hair than I do, but my doctor said to me, like, my hair is quite thin, so I'm kind of even lucky to even get a hair transplant. As you can see, I did get the temples done as well. Not really loving them, because if I go back, you can see there's like a gap there, right here. And the hair is different, it feels different. So if I were to get another hair transplant, I would definitely fill them out there. And let me show you the other side. I've got to turn around. Can you see? Yep. So this is what it looks like. And I have to have these long, because if I don't have them long, like, it just sticks out and doesn't really sit properly. Not loving the temple area, but you know, it's all part of it. I'll show you the donor area. Again, very happy with it, how the donor area is coming along. I'm just gonna go up with the brush. It looks thick, and I think all the redness is gone. I mean, I might be wrong because I don't really look at it anymore, but we'll see what happens. This is what the donor area looked like immediately after, so I'm very happy. Like, look at it today. It looks pretty good. How it looks like right now. Yeah, happy with the donor area. Now this is fun. It sticks up like that, so I need to like brush it down a little bit. Oh my God, I look ridiculous. So yeah. I mean, should I wear it like this? What do you reckon? New hairstyle? Look, you can see it's bobby. And you might also notice that it's a bit curly here as well. Normally, maybe 2 or 3 hours after I have a shower, it's very curly. So I don't know if that's a normal thing for hair transplants, but before my hair was not curly. So yeah, it's curly now, which is kind of what's happening. And this is kind of what I'm talking about when I talk about it going curly. I've just walked the dog. We went for a bit of a run. It's not too windy outside, but you can tell from like this part that it sticks up a little bit when it is windy. And see how it's like chunking together? Chunk, 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 chunk. That's what it gets like when it goes curly, after I've sweat a little bit or after I've, you know, for a couple of hours during the day. So yeah, that's what I look forward to every day, where it goes a little bit chunky and a little bit curly and a little bit staying up. But yeah, and as you can see there, like this hair here looks quite fizzy, doesn't it? So yeah, that's my reality at the moment. It's not too bad. So I've received a few questions that I'm going to try and answer right now. So the first one is about numbness and whether you experience numbness. I would say that in the front half of where the hair transplant was done, I didn't notice any numbness, but I did notice a lot of numbness in the donor area for about the first month or so, particularly after, like immediately the first 7 days after. It's quite hard, it's quite scabby, and when you touch it, it kind of felt like, yeah, numb. It didn't really feel like anything. So probably in the first month, maybe month and a half, but long-term numbness, nothing. I can touch everything, I can feel everything, and I can touch my hair and I can feel my hair. Like, no problem whatsoever in terms of numbness. The next one is about scalp sensation and whether I feel anything differently before and after the hair transplant. And in my case, no. I can touch the scalp. I'm not sensitive at all. I'm not sensitive in the back or anything like that. So nothing has changed with me, and I feel quite lucky in that sense, because I'm sure there are cases where people do slightly feel a little bit, you know, different sensations in their head. But, you know, I just had full confidence in my doctor to give me a pleasing result, and, you know, here it is. So the next question is about the color of my scalp recipient area. So you have your donor area in the back, which is where they take the grafts from. I'm just talking for people who might not understand, maybe my family are watching. And the recipient area is where they put the hair. So in the recipient area, whether the color is any different or not. And I'm just gonna come in close and get my trusty little brush. Oh, no, I'm gonna use my fingers. I think it's a little bit easier. And you can see, I don't know, yeah, it's white, like normal. So that's all the recipient area. And gosh, that looks really thin. That's what I was going to about the density before. Like, it's just not gonna be a rainforest. And then if you look at, this was non-transplanted, so this was normal hair. I think it's pretty similar. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments below. Just fix my hair up there. Oh, terrible. Okay, that's the thing. Like, I've never had this much hair before. I don't actually know how to style it. So this style is literally just because that's how I wore it before. So I'm kind of waiting for it to grow a little bit longer before I can restyle it again, if you know what I mean. The next question is about the feeling of the transplanted hair compared to the normal hair. And I will say that the transplanted hair, we're 9 months in, it feels a little bit wiry, a little bit woolly. I don't know if you can see that very closely. Like, it just feels, it looks a little bit woolly. Whereas like my normal hair just kind of feels like hair. I don't really know how to describe it. It's kind of just soft and stuff like that. But it's a little bit, I would say a little bit tougher. Yeah, a little bit woollier, a little bit stringier. But again, I'm hoping, I think, like, from what I have understood and what I've watched and read and about hair transplants, it's not until like month 14 or 15 until, you know, the hair transplanted hair has had a chance to grow and be cut again before you start to see your actual results. So watch this space, I guess. This is a big one. The next question: are you completely satisfied with your hair transplant, and would I do another one? At this stage, like looking at my hair, I don't think I need to do another one. Get the trusty brush. I don't think this area here needs to be done at this stage. So right now, no, I'm probably not going to get another one. Am I completely satisfied with my hair transplant? Yes. I would say probably 90% satisfied. I'm very happy with the front section. It's just the temple area that I'm not very happy with, because this feels really thick. If you look, if I pull this back, there's an obvious gap here between what's been transplanted and what was my natural hair. So it kind of feels a little bit unnatural, both this side and the other side, which I'll show you in a second. But this hair, this temple hair that was placed there is a lot thicker than my natural hair, which I am a little bit disappointed in. And I can't have it short. If I have this short, the transplanted hair sticks out and it's like a different color. You probably saw, I'll see if I can find a shot of maybe 5 or 6 months, my hair transplant from then. And it's really obvious that like the temple areas are not what I desired. And on this side, let me just pull that back. It's not as obvious, and maybe I'm just being quite picky, but I notice it. Let me get a little bit closer there. So you can see that like there's a lot of gap there, and like if I push that back, it's fine-ish. But yeah, that's probably the only part that I'm not very happy with, the temples, but whatever. I would say find a doctor that you trust and go for it. I want to say thank you so much to everybody who has watched and supported my videos. Yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm going to do a update every month for the next, you know, until maybe the 2-year mark. Let's see if I'm not too busy. Thanks all for watching, and I will see you at the 10-month mark. Catch you later.